MDF Calibra Pro Aneroid Sphygmomanometer, it's more commonly known as the Pocket Aneroid, is a handheld, portable blood pressure measurement device that's really designed for medical professionals in all settings. The convenience and simplicity of the Pocket Aneroid have really made it a popular choice among doctors, nurses, medical students, paramedics, even for medical volunteers working anywhere in the world. The problem is, when you have such a popular product, it can become commoditized. It becomes about faster, cheaper, higher volume production. So what results is this race to the bottom in terms of quality. And unfortunately, that's what was happening with the Pocket Aneroid. Manufacturers were using cheaper and cheaper materials and just didn't seem to care about making a reliable device that was going to last. So for us, it just wasn't right. I mean, this is a device that's supposed to measure a patient's blood pressure, a key indicator of health, over and over again. So that means that the device needs to last and it needs to be accurate. Here's a real-world example. Let's say you go into the doctor, you get a blood pressure reading. That reading's off by just 10 points. Well, those 10 points could be the difference between you needing blood pressure medication or not. So in order to properly diagnose and then ultimately treat a patient, you have to get an accurate measurement. When we designed the Calibra, we wanted to create something that medical professionals could really trust for lasting precision. So when you think about precision movement, what comes to mind? A watch, right? Well, we actually went to some of the best precision movement watchmakers in the world to produce the parts for the movement inside of the Calibra. So the parts that are inside of the watch that you're wearing, those could actually be what's inside of our Calibra Pro. And then for the bellow, which is really the heart of the sphygmomanometer because that's what indicates the pressure on the dial, we use a proprietary space-age material for a consistently accurate reading time after time. We also stress test our sphygmomanometers 3,000 times. And we're not just spot checking, we literally stress test every single unit that we produce. And we calibrate our gauges 5 times before they ever leave the factory. Now, it's important to point out that we calibrate our gauges at 5 different points along the dial. You might not realize it, but just because a gauge is calibrated at 0, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's calibrated at 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300. So our expert craftsmen, they really take the extra care to make sure that our sphygmomanometers are calibrated at each of these 5 points. And that's why MDF sphygmomanometers are among the most accurate and reliable on the market. The really nice thing about our cuffs is that the bladder and the tubing can actually be removed. They're not stitched in like you see with a lot of the other cuffs on the market. This means that our cuffs can be easily washed, which makes them great for hospitals, clinics, out in the field, really anywhere that infection control is a consideration. And in the medical field, that's essentially everywhere. And then a variation on our Calibra Pro is the professional Aneroid Sphygmomanometer with the single head stethoscope included. Now this is great for nurses, medical students, medical assistants, really anyone who goes from patient to patient and who wants that convenience of a complete set. And then it also comes with a D-ring cuff, so it makes self-measurement easier, and that makes it ideal for the everyday home user. All these high standards for precision and quality, what does that mean to the medical professional who uses our products? It means that we're able to offer accurate, reliable, premium medical devices with unrivaled warranties. All MDF sphygmomanometers come with a lifetime calibration guarantee on the gauge and a 3-year warranty on the entire unit. And that's what you get with all MDF products. High quality, handcrafted medical instruments with the best warranties on the market.